Hey there, Kent Business College apprentices. Ever find yourself staring at your marketing manager level 6 standard and getting totally stuck on Behaviour B4? Yeah, you are not alone. It sounds like some kind of secret code, but trust me, cracking it is absolutely key to passing your apprenticeship. So in this explainer, we are going to break it all down, piece by piece, so you can walk away not just understanding it, but knowing exactly how to prove you've nailed it.
So let me introduce you to Jody. She's a level 6 marketing manager apprentice over at IBA stores. And well, she's probably in the exact same spot as you are right now. She's super smart, she's driven, she's killing it at her job, but there's this one thing in her apprenticeship that's just a massive headache.
And that headache, that big wall she's hit, it's Behaviour B4. You can think of it like the final boss in a video game. She knows she has to beat it to win, but she's just not sure how. She has to get her head around it, she has to actually develop the skills, and, this is the big one, she has to show solid proof to pass her endpoint assessment. Let's follow along and see how she does it.
Ready to crack this code with us? Awesome. We'll start by digging into Jody's challenge. Then we'll look at why B4 is so important in the first place. After that, we'll map out a clear path for development. I'll show you exactly how to prove your skills for your Aptum portfolio, and then we'll wrap it all up with a key takeaway to get you moving on your own B4 journey.
Okay, so mission number 1 for Jody is just figuring out what on earth Behaviour B4 even is. I mean, you can't get good at something if you don't know what it is, right? So let's get right to the bottom of it.
So here it is, the official definition, straight from the apprenticeship standard. It's all about having an analytical mind, using insights and ideas to help the business, and getting other people excited enough to act. Okay, sounds straightforward, but what does that actually look like day to day? Let's break it down.
Think of B4 as a recipe with 4 key ingredients. First up, you've got critical thinking. That's all about looking at information and making smart calls. Next is innovation, coming up with those fresh, new ideas. Then, insight generation. This is that aha moment you get when you dig into the data. And finally, inspiring action, which is all about taking that aha moment and getting your team fired up to make it happen.
So Jody's starting to get it, but she's still thinking, is this really that big of a deal? To get the real story on why B4 matters so much, she goes to the perfect person, her marketing line manager, Riddle.
And Riddle's answer really makes it click. You see, B4 isn't just some academic thing you have to tick off a list. At a real company like IBA stores, it's the engine room. It's literally how they turn raw data into actual growth and stay ahead of the game.
Riddle then gives Jody some concrete examples. At IBIS, the marketing team is living and breathing B4 every single day. They use data to build killer campaigns. They have to be innovative to cut through all the noise in the market. They're constantly digging for insights to make sure what they're doing actually helps the company's big picture goals. And a huge part of their job is pitching ideas and getting everyone from designers to the CEO on board and excited.
Okay, Jody is officially sold. She gets it now. B4 is a total game changer. But understanding is one thing. Now she needs a plan. And that's where her mentor, Adam, steps in. He's here to give her a clear, step-by-step guide to actually building these B4 skills.
And Adam's first piece of advice is just golden. He tells her, this is a marathon, not a sprint. You're not going to wake up tomorrow as a B4 genius. The absolute key is to break it down into small, doable steps. If you try to do everything at once, you're just going to burn out. Now, this slide. This is your roadmap. Seriously. It all starts with step 1, really getting a handle on data and market insights. Once you're comfortable there, you move to step 2, using critical thinking to solve actual problems. From there, it's on to step 3, coming up with those innovative ideas. Step 4 is where the rubber meets the road. You take those ideas and use them to drive business innovation. And finally, step 5, you learn how to bring people along with you, inspiring your team and stakeholders. It's a clear path from A to B.
So Jody's making real progress. She's working through Adam's plan, but there's still one last hurdle to think about, that endpoint assessment. To make sure she's ready for the big day, she turns to her coach, Olivia, for some pro tips on how to prove she's mastered B4.
Olivia's advice is simple but so important. It's not just about what you know, it's about what you can prove you know. For your assessment, you need cold, hard evidence of your B4 skills. And that's where your Aptum portfolio is your best friend. It's your chance to really show the assessors what you're made of.
So what kind of proof are we talking about? Well, here are some of the heavy hitters. A data analysis report is a fantastic way to show off your critical thinking. A campaign strategy document screams innovation. You know, even your messy notes from a brainstorming session can be amazing evidence. And hey, never underestimate the power of feedback.
A quick email from a happy stakeholder saying, "Great idea." That's pure gold.
And this table tells you why all that evidence matters so much. See, assessors aren't just looking for a random pile of documents. They're looking for a story. They want to see the trail, how you gathered data, how you used it to create a strategy. They want to see a clear line from your insight to a real result. And they want to see that you can actually communicate your ideas and get people on board.
And here is a perfect real-world example of how to put it all together in your EPA. The assessor asks a pretty standard question, and Jody's answer is just chef's kiss. She starts with the insight. "I found a trend." Then she explains the action. "I presented it," which inspired our campaign. And she finishes with a killer result, boosting sales by 15%. That, right there, is how you nail an answer.
Wow, Jody has come a long way. She started out feeling confused, a little overwhelmed, but now she's practically a B4 pro. She gets the theory, she's seen how it works in the real world, she's followed a development plan, and she knows exactly how to prove her skills. So let's bring this all home for you.
Just look at that transformation. Jody went from being a confused apprentice to a super confident marketing professional. B4 isn't a weakness anymore, it's her superpower. She's not just taking orders, she's an analyst, an innovator, and a leader in her own right. This is the goal.
So here's what it all boils down to. By the time you get to your gateway, you need to be able to do these 3 things. Think critically and innovatively. Use data like a pro to shape your strategy. And lead with your insights to inspire the people around you. This is more than just passing a test. It's about becoming the marketing manager you're meant to be.
And there you have it. That's the complete playbook for mastering Behavior B4. Jody's journey has lit the path. Now it's your turn. Don't even worry about the assessment for now. Just focus on putting these skills into practice. So here's my challenge to you. What's one little insight you can dig up and share with your team this week? Go on, get out there and make it happen.